It sounds wrong to me, but that doesn't mean I know what I'm talking about. I do have an American education.
I feel like if your intuition says it's wrong, that's probably wrong.
We'll find out. That's what production's for. They're going to keep us honest here.
Fact check our grammar.
Yeah, fact check. What do you think a stats guy is for? Also for vocabulary is, oh, it's happening again! Supa running for his life, getting run down. Alvaro tried to roam, but it's costing him dearly. The 2v1 kill there, and now MKOI really desperate to get something back, but Razork is strong in these early fights. That is a beefy trundle. Saburo flashing forward, starting to overheat. LYON gonna fall. Jojo Pune in dire straits. It's an unmitigated disaster. The pillar coming out just in time. Now they turn it back. Mirwan's sticking around to try to get something back, but Saburo is so damn strong. Alvaro just barely able to flash away, but now it is Mirwan in trouble. The red buff ticking away. The clockwork windup not quite enough. No, doesn't auto the blast cone. Doesn't have the attack speed. It's a catastrophe.
Oh my god, it's an absolute disaster for MKOI, as despite the fact that they had the numbers advantage, they still end up losing the fight because Fnatic pulled the trigger. They're the ones flashing in, they're the ones going for the fight, so they end up getting 3 kills for themselves. And Supa dies on bot. This is a tragic start for this game for MKOI. As we watch, okay, so Upset just sits in the bush and Supa's not expecting it, and even though he flashes the root caller, he still just dies to the auto attacks. And we saw the same mistake happen in the last game, but then we're not finished. MKOI, they want to make the play happen. Alvaro thinks we can go on to Vladdy, right? No, we can't. We're not there. So Alvaro is, yeah, you roamed up, but what did you do? You weren't fighting with your team whatsoever.
Lost a wave and a half for that play, too.
And now Alvaro is dead. Yep. We might be looking at a game 3 already. I'm not gonna lie.
My God. Wow.
Yo, kill him. What are we doing?
Finish the kill. Quill him.
No way we don't kill him.
Okay, he's dead. He's dead. Lost the kill. Fnatic fans happy, rejoicing at the sudden turnaround. I can't help but feel like MKOI have gift wrapped this one.
Can they dive Supa? They can probably hard push this wave and dive him. LYON is not in the area, and Alvaro still needs quite a bit of time.
That he does. MKOI need a lot more time. If they're
I think Supa can trade 1-for-1 though, maybe.
Get it? Gravity field there. They're just going to wander in at him, chomping.
Oh, this is so awkward.
Plate is there. Very slowly trying to kill this Victor. Leave the poor man alone. Razork grabs another.
Okay, it wasn't awkward. They just took their time, waited out the tower aggro, waited out the gravity field. And Fnatic, what a bounce back from game number 1. But also some big mistakes from MKOI. Don't get it twisted. They made really big mistakes, especially Supa now dying twice back to back. The first step was very much his bad. The second one was more a result of Alvaro getting caught in transition. So easy to avoid and kite it out.
He's a reactive champion. He almost feels like a Braum or a Tahm Kench.
Yeah,
where when you're against a
similar.
Rakan, right, he just gets to Q you and win every trade because he's healing and doing damage. I think Supa's dead.
I mean, the big thing is that...
Okay, knock up.
Might be right.
Go there, pull back. He has level 6. Feathers are flying. Dead. Wow.
This is pretty crazy.
I wish I could say I'd see the future, but it happened twice already.
I just thought there was no way he was going to die there, because, like, no way, you know what I mean?
Nocturne level 6, ulti?
Oh, he's in range.
No ulti for Upset. Flash back to try to get away from Alvaro. And the dash coming through. Taunt connects. Fear connects onto Upset. He will just fall here. So shutdown for LYON. A path back into this game, perhaps.
Some deja vu from last game. Supa dying repeatedly, but then LYON comes and saves the day and kills Upset. At least
yeah, this is... Look, everybody's allowed to have bad days. We all have stinkers.
Yeah.
I cast the worst semifinal in world's history. Supa's died like 30 times in this series, you know? We've all had our moments. Everyone gets a stinker every now and then. I will say, if he doesn't turn it around pretty immediately...
He's dead again.
Oh, he's dead again. Okay. Ulti for the wave. Laura overheating, running him down.
He has flash though, but he does not want to use it.
Okay.
Don't know why he didn't use it.
Alvaro now running in once again. Jojo Pune on the way. They're grouped up in the choke though, but Jojo Pune keeping the fight going. And now it's Vladdy in trouble. Lost doing what he can, but it's Razork trying to run them down. MKOI turning it right back around. Jojo Pune ready to fall with another Q3. MKOI! You're 2,000 gold down! You're not supposed to be able to do that!
MKOI, they don't need an ADC. They're going to win regardless. Getting the fight on top side. 2 kills for them. Upset wasn't involved in the fight while Mirwan could move, and he made the difference. Fnatic got 1 grub, but LYON should be able to pick up the rest of them. As we watch the replay here, what is this, the bot lane play? Okay, this is bullying now.
We're bullying Supa.
But the thing is, okay, his flash is on cooldown right now, but I think it comes up right now. Maybe it's still on like 1 second
I'm not 100%
cooldown.
sure, but given that Saburo is going to have a charge of Electro Harpoon back up, it seems like he just opts not to use it, would be my assumption there.
Yeah, maybe. I think it was maybe like 1 second cooldown.
Really good ulti for JoJo, have to call out.
It only hit the front.
Yeah, but it catches the shockwave at the start, so he's still relevant in the fight. It gets him back.
Fair enough, fair enough. And then MKOI, they get 2 members, and it kind of feels, this feels left for Flash, but Bloody
Shockwave back, ulti out from JoJo once again. Well timed, Q3 to get away from Razor, but the subjugate still ticking away. Doesn't do nearly enough to take JoJo out of the equation.
Could be Dragon though for Fnatic, since they were able to get JoJo so low. I think Razor is just going to start it. I think clear the vision first.
Yeah, really important for Fnatic to not fight small skirmishes, and I like Drake's as a way to avoid doing that.
If Saburo lives here, it's very good, but I think he's just gonna die. But it's still a Dragon for Fnatic.
He's ahead. Ooh! That Gnar did not connect. But it doesn't matter, because the shutdown is still there.
Kill for MKOI. Nice TP by JoJo, not the cleanest of executions.
Okay, can I just say, why would you go bot lane? That's crazy, dude. That's infidelity, bro. You can't be promoting that as a family broadcast, man. Can't be down there with Orianna. That's weird. She's a robot. Calm down, Jack. Anyway.
Well, now they're diving, Vladdy. No, JoJo, sorry.
Here we go. Oh, this is really good wave there. Well played by JoJo. Support now from Alvaro. Going in for a bit of cheeky extra poke there.
Upset's got chunk to half there.
And this is kind of...
That's a lot of damage.
That he does. He's just walking forward as Lospa's now looking for the setup. They know there's no ulti available for JoJo, so they just want to keep that trade going.
Yo, this Trundle is strong. He just killed Alvaro.
I was too focused on the lack of CC and not focused on the absolute lack of survivability for the opposing team.
It's going to be the Herald, though, for MKOI. Cross maps back-to-back here. Neither team really wanting to fight an honest, straight-up fight.
You know what we're seeing is a return to the Fnatic fundamentals. Where is Razor ganking right now?
Upset.
That's right. That's right. Never forget.
He did just gank top Saburo.
Yeah, but I'm cherry picking, Jack.
Okay.
We're creating a... yeah. Upset. I mean, Razor's kind of been everywhere this game. This is a really solid Trundle performance.
That means MKOI is going to get the Dragon, and they have their eyes on the Nashor as well. It's only Upset and Saburo up. I don't think they can try to stop them here. Mirwin does. He's in the bot lane, but he has the TP. Upset is just going to push this mid lane wave in.
And if MKOI win this game, it is an obvious JoJo player of the series. Game 1 and Game 2, he has been on fire. Certainly had some supporting members to set him up, but that was all him on the engage. Fnatic.
And Fnatic got to be kicking themselves, man. Like,
you had 3 Drakes!
They
had
had 3 Drakes.
Lead.
They had really all the control. Even in the last fight here, it's 5 versus 4, but you're just not... Nobody on Fnatic is able to pull the trigger, and they give JoJo a 3-man Q3 knockup into the Galio ult. There's no way you're gonna win that, regardless if it's 5 versus 4.
You're not the Wombo. What are you grouping up for?
That was very stoic.
Alright.
LYON might have misclicked that one, not able to take down Upset, but I feel like Upset did 20 auto attacks that fight and no damage. He's building towards the LDR, but this is also why we don't see... This is why we've seen more mages recently. You can see that it takes a lot of time. He needs a lot of items to become useful.
But it's, okay, it's
His team is also not so useful.
Yeah, but this is the reason why we see Lucian banned and why we see Corki prioritized. Is like, Xayah
needs a lot.
Xayah's a 4-item meter carry, dude. She's not even a 3-item meter carry. We've talked about this so many times. LYON needs to be careful. He's about to get burned down. Shut down! Nice look for Fnatic, a little bit of mess there.
The thing with Xayah is that she needs Navori and IE and LDR. While a lot of ADCs, they just need their first item and then IE and LDR. So it's really that 3-item spike that puts them on the board. But because Xayah needs so much, like Upset has been doing so many auto attacks and he has 10,000 damage.
Maybe mages are strong, because that's the 0-4-0 start Victor, and he's 5k damage up. Their top wave or their mid wave. They are spending about 1,000 gold. Try to group here as 5. Ospa backstepping, MKOI taking a ton of space. Mirwin about to go Mega, but he's on a ward. If they wait for this to expire, maybe then they can re-engage.
Ospa needs to find the angle here.
Ulti off onto the side, looking to isolate Vladdy, giving access to Alvaro in the backline. Super untouched for now. JoJo ulti in the midst of the team, but Upset making those feathers fly. Moving forward as Supa has been caught out. They're going to finish the kill onto the mage. Now the Drake is starting to reset. Fnatic might have done it. MKOI on the ropes as Upset remains untouched in this exchange. JoJo trying to be a hero. The quick snack back, it's the Zhonya's. Mirwin about to go mega once again. Laspa now in trouble. The boulder toss. Mirwin ready to go. He gets one. Jojo Pune still standing. Saburo in trouble. Jojo gets another. Looking for the reset. But the soul goes to the side of Fnatic. It's a hot mess, but it's a mess in the favor of FNC. Upset and Razork frontlining. A double for the Trundle. Troll Drudge, Troll King, Troll Executioner trying to finish Jojo.
Fnatic did it. They peeled off MKOI and they got the soul. LYON goes too deep with the paranoia. He doesn't have the follow-up. And Upset is able to kite out the ulti as well. As this replay was a little bit longer than I realized. Paranoia goes in. Galio ultimate, it's not the best. It doesn't land onto anybody. And then Upset here dodges the ulti from Jojo Pune. It's crucial. He gets so low. Super barely gets hit by the shockwave. Doesn't throw the belt, and he dies. And now LYON's off to the side. Mirwin nearly salvages this play by stacking onto Soboro, getting into Mega. It felt like he could have made the difference here, flashing the Recon W, but he just barely didn't have the damage to take out all these low Fnatic members. And Razork being able to pick up the smite on the Dragon made the difference for Fnatic. Now they have Hextech Soul. Is this enough? That is the question.
It's hard to be certain. It has been a very back and forth game, and you can see Jojo Pune's still a big threat. But Hextech Soul,
Pretty good soul.
pretty, I think still broken. Yes.
Yes.
Definitely feels that way. I'm sure the data supports it for being balanced, but it feels oppressive.
But MKOI don't care. They're starting up the Nash. Soboro's not here. He has the teleport though.
Upset no flash, remember, from the previous fight, so it's going to be a lot harder for him to play out this one. MKOI getting chunked though, equalizer onto Supa, Laspa looking for the follow-up. Nice knock-up, nice interrupt from Alvaro to stop that quickness from being effective. Off on the side is Jojo Pune, he's already used the Q3. Gnar knocking two members into the wall. Upset isolated completely. Dash through from Jojo Pune is massive. Snap back, but the shielding is still there from Laspa just in time. Command Protect does its job as Vladdy keeps Upset standing. Supa drops down and Fnatic take the fight.
And Fnatic might have done it. They're pushing mid. They peeled off Upset. He didn't die. They want to end this game right here, right now.
Fnatic marching down the mid lane, Upset on the edge of death, but his team protects him. The soul empowering them, they don't even need the Baron. Jojo Pune, not enough, no way to stack the Q. The slow from the Hextech Soul, so frustrating.
I think Jojo could maybe do it. Alvaro's up in one.
Yeah,
I don't think Fnatic can end.
Jojo Pune getting chunked out, good damage, now he's gone. Alvaro not able to get anything back, trying to buy a bit more time. LYON walking in. Fnatic, this is risky. Nocturne can do decent damage here. Knockup isn't there. Flash in and on Upset. That's going to be one shutdown. Now they just need to hit the Nexus. Fnatic going to finish the game and bring it to 1-1.
And Fnatic, they took down Jojo. If Jojo stayed alive, maybe he could hold the game for MKOI. But Fnatic got it over the finish line. They will take us to a game number 3.
Absolute chaos. It felt like it would be a victory lap after that dominant start from Fnatic, but MKOI brought it back. They kept it so close, and in those final fights, Upset staying alive, the team protecting him, really making all of the difference.
And the Dragons were key. The Dragons were what enabled Fnatic to find the comeback in the game. And when you're getting down in the mud, it's all about those Dragons.
And it looks like Odo is ready. Let's hear what he has to say.
Okay, Soboro, LEC, easy or hard?
If we win, I think very easy start, but yeah.
Okay, Solo Bolo game 1, Solo Bolo game 2. What do you think? Game 3 Solo Bolo, one more?
I don't focus on solo bolo. I will just focus on game win.